in one form or another, at one exact point or another. We all knew we were coming to this point, didn't we? It's not that there weren't warning signs, but they were ignored. And I don't mean just warning signs from Republicans saying, you know, you can't keep spending more than what you have because you'll rack up a big pile of bills and then you won't be able to pay them off. It wasn't just Republicans saying, don't borrow for the pensions and don't skip the pension payments because then you'll have to pay more later, although that's what we said, and lo and behold, that's what you did. And lo and behold, we have the largest unfunded pension liability in the nation right now that we're talking about imposing the largest tax increase in Illinois history in order to just pay some of that. We said, don't build one-time federal stimulus funds into the base of your budget because you will not be able to sustain that spending in years going forward. But it happened anyway, and here we are. Here we are, knocking on taxpayers' doors saying, it's the state of Illinois, and just for a moment we need to dig deeper, way deeper, into your pockets. This state government has been, for the last 8 years, on the governmental equivalent of a week-long bash in Las Vegas. And now leaders have woke up and said, oh, this place is a mess. The roof is coming down around us. But rather than dig in and do what individuals, families, and small businesses would do, which is sit down and say, you know what, we're going to suck it up. We're going to spend less. We're going to make things a little uncomfortable for ourselves because that's the only way to get through. You're going to turn to the only remedy that you think is available. What I wasn't expecting before the last couple days, though, Madam President, was for this tax increase to be cloaked in this kind of ill-fitting, second-rate theater costume called spending caps. Only in this building would what is allowed for in this bill be referred to as a spending cap. Over 4 years, spending goes up 17%. Any tax increase is bad economic policy, but to put in place a 67% tax increase at a time when the Senate President himself said, we have just gone through the worst economic times we've lived through. When more people at home are looking for jobs or trying to hold on to their jobs or wondering where their retirement income is going to come from, here comes state government saying, we're going to take a lot more money out of your pockets. Economists of every stripe, they disagree on a lot of things, but they all agree on this, that consumer spending drives the economy. Job growth is fostered when individuals and families have money to put a new roof on their house, to save for their child's education, to go on a weekend vacation, to go out to eat for maybe the second time in a week. You are suggesting that in this economic time, the best remedy available to us is to take more money from those people who are paying the salary of everybody in here and for this building and for this state government. Madam President, this is not a remedy. This is a train wreck.